What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Over 1,100 episodes. Wow. 500,000 streams worldwide would not be possible without you guys. Today, I am joined by the managing editor of Best Media, Atlanta Best Media, the wonderful Laura Downey. Hey, Laura.
Hi.
How are you doing
How
today?
are you?
I am good. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. I am doing great.
Awesome.
And I'm so excited to be with you today, so thank you.
So thank you. So, Laura, let our audience know, where are you from? Where do you represent?
Oh, my goodness. So I'm born in the Bronx, but raised in West Palm Beach, Florida, so I'm representing the North and the South.
Yeah. BX in the building. Loving that.
Love it.
Oh,
yes.
loving it. So, Laura, how did you enter the world of journalism?
You know, it's a funny story. I started off as the editor of my high school yearbook, and I think I just developed the bug, for writing captions and helping people meet their deadlines. And I was also on the newspaper staff, and that just kind of the bug bit me for sure. And it was time to pick a major. I went to Florida State for my bachelor's degree, and I thought, what can I do? What do I know? And I just kept going back to journalism. And so that's kind of where it all began. And then started doing magazine internships and stuff like that.
Yeah. So how did you end up in Atlanta?
Well, Atlanta is the sixth city I've lived in. And so jobs and career placement have always taken me to different cities. But I moved here about 5 years ago from Las Vegas, where I was managing editor of Window Media Publications, which was at the time 944 Las Vegas, Vegas Rated magazines, and a bunch of their special publications. I managed I'd say about 6 or 7 magazines all at the same time.
Oh, wow.
But all lifestyle, all, where to go, who to know, what to do. It's super exciting. So there's never a day I go to work I feel like I'm bored, or have been.
So, as managing editor of Atlanta Best Media, what are your responsibilities?
Oh, yeah. Well, we have 8 magazines under our umbrella, and 2 of the flagships are Best Self Atlanta and My Home Improvement magazine. And then we have 6 hyper-local magazines like My Sandy Springs, My In Town, My Alpharetta. And so under these umbrellas, I'm responsible to make sure the train is moving along. I have a team of 3, and we're actually bringing aboard an intern next week. And so I make sure that everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm editing, I'm writing, I'm rewriting, I'm arranging photo shoots, I'm going to events. I'm also speaking on behalf of the company at certain events and venues. So it's a little bit of everything to make sure that the pages, when you finally see them, are where they need to be, and people are getting the inside scoop on their city or their respective genre.
Gotcha. What do you guys do to stay on top of industry trends? I talked with Alex. She was on the show a few months back, and we were talking about different ways that you guys create these issues and how you speak to different audiences.
That's right.
Yeah. So how would you say that you guys stay on top of these trends?
What I love doing is I love going to events and meeting people and just talking to them. Because you'll find that people have stories, but you have to do a little bit of digging. And so, talking to people, and they start saying things, or they say, oh, I have a friend who, really? What's that? And you just start, you're inquisitive as a journalist, at least you should be. And you start finding things out, and once you start finding things out, that can actually lead to something, build something else. And then, we sit in the office and we talk about what we've heard on the street and stuff like that. I'm like, wait a minute, that's kind of cool. Well, here's how we can put a spin on it, and that's how a story develops. It's beautiful, actually, the way it all pans out from start to finish.
I would say so. I definitely would say so. All right, you guys. So we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we're talking more with Laura. We're talking about some upcoming issues and things that you guys can look forward to. So hang tight. We'll be right back. Did you know that some foods can cause weight gain, body aches, and extreme fatigue? These are just some of the symptoms of food intolerance. Well, what is food intolerance? Food intolerance can occur when the body cannot properly digest certain foods. This can result in acid reflux, migraines, and so many other painful issues. How do you find out what foods are causing this irritation? It's easy. Pinner test. With 500,000 satisfied clients worldwide, Pinner test is the #1 way of identifying foods that may be causing discomfort. This simple at-home kit is easy to use with results usually within 2 weeks via email. It's that simple, all right? What are you waiting for? Go visit pinnertest.com and use my special promo code AshSaidIt for your discount today. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I'm your girl, Ash Brown, and we're chatting with managing editor, Atlanta Best Media, Laura Downey. Laura, I like exclusives. I like to hear about the stuff that people don't know yet. That way I can kind of tap my audience and let them know, hey, I've got some big stuff going on, or we figured out something. So what's going on with these upcoming issues that maybe we can we can tap a little bit, not too much. I don't want to give things away. But I want to talk about what's going on in some of these upcoming issues you guys have.
Absolutely. So we are doing our My Sandy Springs coming up, and we always profile 3 people in the magazine. And so one of them, I'll drop a little knowledge on you, is a lady named Stacy Bell, and she's the owner of the Style Sanctum. And you can go to her boutique and literally set up a private appointment to have her talk to you about fashion, your style, what you're looking for in your style, and how you can elevate that, but without changing who you are to fit a certain look or a brand. And what I love about her is that she works on helping people build their confidence through the way they look without forcing or impressing upon them what everyone else thinks looks good.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think sometimes it does take another perspective to kind of pull you full circle, so you can kind of see, oh, wow, this is another way that I can be without, like you said, losing yourself. I like that.
Absolutely. And then in our My East Cobb issue, another neighborhood magazine, we talked to one of the owners of Moxie Burger, and it's a popular burger spot that people hang out in.
Yeah.
In Paper Mill Village. And what I love about talking to Chaz, the owner, is that he talks about why he made the burgers the way he makes them, which is fresh to order. And, he just opened La Novia Taqueria. And so he puts this, you go from burger to tacos, but he does it so well. And you'll see why it's a popular hotspot. And it just recently opened. So I love that. And for our home improvement magazine in our July and August issue, I mean, it's all about, one of our features is waking up to your dream closet. And who doesn't want to have the dream closet? But it's for every level, every budget. And that's what I love about it, is that you can do little things to your closet to elevate it to the next level. So you don't have to have a coffee maker in your closet to still have a fabulous closet.
Right. That is awesome. I can't wait. Looking forward to those issues, Laura. Okay.
We want everyone to grab them and get a little bit of nugget, a little bit of advice, tips, and then meet the people in your neighborhood that you should know.
And I think that's really big. Where can people pick up copies of any of these publications?
Absolutely. So our magazines are delivered to over 300 locations in the community for the neighborhood magazines. You can get them at medical offices, hair and nail salons, Whole Foods, medical spas, fitness centers, and they go quickly. So as soon as the distribution person makes a drop, they're gone. Like, people gravitate toward these, so you got to get them fast. And then if all else fails, you can always call the office and come by and grab some, and we'd be happy to give them to you.
Yes, you will definitely be working on that. Last but certainly not least, Laura, what advice can you offer to any person that aspires to enter the world of journalism and media?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I say, you got to start from ground zero, and you have to work your way up. You should learn every role on a magazine staff. You should look at the masthead and just see the names on there. And how can I learn from this person? Can I, can I follow some of their stories and email them and ask them for their advice, or set up a 5-minute meetup with the person? I remember at one point when I wanted to work at Essence Magazine, I emailed the editor-in-chief once a month, and I sent her things that I was working on, to the point where they finally gave me an internship. And she told everybody, she said, we gave this girl an internship because she emailed me every month. And I finally said, I got to get to know who this Laura is. So you have to be aggressive. You have to be persistent. And that's the name of the game in this business, and then give it your all. If you give it your all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one can top that.
Mm-mm.
And that's all we expect in this business. So I always say, keep going at it. Doors will close, but that's okay. Another one will open. And you find your way, and you find your path through it. Because a lot of people will give up. And what shows, that perseverance and that hustle, is you keep going after it.
It'll happen. Absolutely.
That's right.
Laura Downey. Laura, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you tremendously. Much more success.
Oh my gosh, anytime.
And you're welcome. You, Alex, your whole staff, anybody's welcome back on. I love y'all. So, keep the good energy flowing. So when there's time for more announcements or new things going on, I definitely want you guys back to chat about it.
We'll be happy to. Love it and love your show. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And thank you guys for supporting the movement, which is ashsaidit.com. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do.
Right.
Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better. Until next time, you guys.